Heyo, welcome to another episode of People's Lima, episode 148. My name is Eric Lima. I am your host. How's everyone doing out there? I hope everyone is having a had a wonderful weekend. It was quite the weekend. It was quite a busy weekend for me and my family, and we had guests coming over as well. I was unable to upload a lot of videos that much. Plus, I was very busy, trying to keep my summers going, and it's been quite the summer actually. We're in the final full month of the summer because September, halfway through, it will change over to fall. Just to let everyone know what is going on. I just me and my family. I realized something about my family. We all bring different things to the table. But we always come as one. And that's what's unique about this family. Like I say, my family, especially my sisters, we were celebrating my sister's 13th birthday and all. And yeah, my brother was nice enough to get all four of them, because he probably wouldn't be there for the twins' birthday, a Nintendo Wii U, which I never had one of my own, to be honest with you. And I would like to have a Wii U of my own. But right now, if I want to play Wii U, I have to put up with the playing with the girls. But I am honored to say that I was designated. Me and my mother had the discussion that she wants me to get together with the girls to teach them how to play. Remember, I'm the retro gaming geek of the family, so I'm the resident retro gaming geek of the family. And it's like I said before, we all bring something different to the table. My father's got the fix it the fix it know-how, the fix it knowledge. My mother's got the historical and musical knowledge and know-how and inspirational know-how. You got my sisters who bring the sunshine and friendliness and love. Also, both my brothers bring their weird sense of humor, and there's me, the standout. You know, I compared my family, which is really strange. I never thought I would do this to how the Power Rangers, when they work together so well, the Zords, and then they form the Megazord. And you got that Sixth Ranger always stands out, always does the things on. Well, I'm like the Sixth Ranger of the family almost, even though I'm the oldest child in the family, which is really, really, kind of strange. It's like, I'm the oldest, but at the same time, I'm the most. I stand out. And I think people. I know why people hate people and how people insult people and all that. I think I know why, because they don't understand what other people have gone through. They have not been in their shoes, so to speak. Like I say, I made fun of somebody because I don't like them. I don't. I could not understand what they're going through. Or I have not been in their shoes. It's sort of like that. When I always say this, when people hate me, they don't understand me. And that's the thing. And do I look good without my glasses? Who knows? Ooh, yeah. I have to take them off again. I have this habit of once I see, you know, I don't know. What do you got? I don't know. What do you ladies think? Not Mulligan. I don't want to. Don't feed my ego, please. I want to keep my ego down low. What I'm trying to say is, a lot of people, and I think when I watched Cool Runnings, and Yul Brynner said it best. People are afraid of what's different. We're all afraid of change. Like when I worked back at Ruby Tuesday in 2010, before quitting there back in April, April 30th, last day. I did not like the fact that everybody changed them, because the manager, like I said, worked for 8 years, got fired. But they bring in a new manager. We only had 4 months experience with the company, and it's like, it doesn't make any sense. A lot of people don't like change, and that's one thing. It's like, but in order to adapt, you have to adapt to the change. But then all of a sudden, at the same time, you want, okay, I think it's time for you to move on. And I moved on to my job up in Swansea, the Swansea Mall. I never liked it up there because it was too far, and I don't feel comfortable working Sundays either. That's the only two things I never liked about the Swansea Mall, working up at the Swansea Mall. I like going there as a customer, don't get me wrong, but it's one of those things where you just don't, you know, I just don't feel comfortable with it. It's a good thing the Dartmouth had their job opening that same year in June. Went there, got the job there. I was working there for the first 4 days. My boss Everett wanted me to be there for all 6, which I was on board for. And before you know it, boom, there it is. And just I'm just excited, and I got it in July, and so from July on, I've been working, like I said, it got rough the first 2.5, 3 years there because of like I said, the annoying coworker that works the truck, sometimes annoys the heck out of me. It's like, oh my gosh, can this guy shut up? He didn't care about the rules or anything like that, so they got him fired last year. So that's why now it's a little bit easier this year in a way. The only thing I don't like about this one is just because of the snow. You have to sleep over the mall overnight, which is kind of weird for me because you're afraid. But then the good news is like, no, all the weirdos will come out and try to get you or something like that. So because I don't know, anybody would be stupid enough to drive into a blizzard or something like that. We'll be very interested to see what happens, though. I'm just, like I said, it's just that people, like change is, a lot of people are not liking change, and that's that's the main thing. I think a lot of things change more; they stay the same, basically. But uh, it's one of those issues where just you don't want to. I don't know. You don't want to deal with change. You want to be the same person. You want to stand out, and that's what I like about myself is I like to stand out. And this, you say I'm not the best looking. I'm not the best looking guy. I'm not the sexiest man alive or anything like that. Or anything like that. Heck, I don't have a girlfriend, so what? It doesn't bother me. But that's the cool thing about me. The cool part about me is I like standing out. Standing out is very, very important. I mean, I've learned a principle back in the day. When I was in school, it was the principle of individuality, and I go by that credo. One of those, I go by that principle where, just like I like stand out. Listen, I like video games. I like game shows back in the day, and I like everything back in the day. I'm retro. Because nowadays, I think nowadays like society's gotten worse, so to speak. But back then, society was not that bad. I think, like I said, it all started like in 1962 when Prayer and the Bible reading were kicked out of school, which I don't think it's right though. But that's we've seen what happened ever since then. There's been, but like I say, people get annoyed by me, liking like the old school decade, the 80s. Listen, my ColecoVision back there is just living proof I love the 80s. I just I still collect VCR tapes. I use them as blank tapes to tape wrestling shows on and whatnot. So it still works. I have a VCR that still works, and just it's just amazing how things happen. A lot of things are changing. In my life of my family and everything else. So it'd be very, very interesting to see how things end up working out. We don't know what life will bring us the next day. You never know. We could end up we can end up going home early. As far as going, you know, getting out of here. So to speak. And sometimes when that change comes and we don't expect it, we got to be prepared for it. Because if we're not prepared for it, we're gonna be in big trouble. Like me this year, this earlier when the first snowstorm hit, first snow blizzard hit, and this year I wasn't prepared. I didn't bring any backup stuff. Now I know what to do. Be well aware. I always gonna check the weather now. Be well aware. Okay, this is how it's going to work. So when you're on call, if I'm on call, I stay overnight. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Get everything together like I did, and make sure you get food. Make sure you have everything you need. Bring your DVDs, video games, and whatnot. Like I said, MP3 players too. I want to get on that right now. MP3 players. I've been on quite the adventure, and what happened was last time I checked, I spoke to you guys, the MP3 players and all. My first MP3 player kind of screwed up on songs. Like it shows the title of one song and it plays an entire different song, and I was so upset I had to delete everything from it. So I'm starting over and I've been running around all over the internet trying to find MP3 songs, and just from YouTube and whatnot, just to MP3 it all over it again. And that's one thing. That's one little cool thing about But the fact is that we I don't know. That's the way things work around here. But I'm learning every day. People learn things new every day. Change is very important. Like I said, do I miss my former coworkers at Ruby Tuesday? Yeah, why not? Now the only reason why my favorite part of working Tuesday at Ruby Tuesday is the people. Is the people that I interact myself with and come in contact with, and that is that was very very important. The chemistry I had with some of my coworkers. But at the same time, the stress can really get to you when it gets busy and all that. So it's no longer, that's no longer the case. Like I said, one day I stopped there. I stopped by there to order a buffalo chicken sandwich. I like buffalo chicken sandwiches. They had the best buffalo. And I'm looking around. It's a Saturday afternoon, and it was so slow. I have never seen on a Saturday afternoon, on all my days working at Ruby Tuesday, I've never seen a Saturday afternoon this slow. It was like barely anybody in there. It was like a ghost town. And it's just amazing about how things have changed from the days I've worked there to the days now. And I know they had another general manager there. This is their let's see, since 2010. I'm trying to count. About their 8th general manager in 4 years. What does that tell you? Well, the turnover came in early 2010, where everybody that supported Chris and my friends Chris and Tony, who were managers and junior, they all left Dartmouth. By the way, by the being transport being fired, and we all quit. Because the new general manager's philosophy does not mesh with what we've worked with for the last 8 years. I've worked there for almost 15 years, for goodness sakes. Like I said, not a lot of people like change. Not a lot of people like people who are different, and that's why I do my shows. Some people, I got some haters who would tell me, stop making videos, stop doing this show, stop doing everything else. And to all the haters say, suck it. I don't like it when you tell me what to do. All right, I don't want haters telling me what to do. I like people who respect me to tell me, hey, sometimes, listen. I'm not going to make everybody happy. That's the thing. Change is what you need to get used to. I'm not going to change who I am, but the show is going to remain the same. As long as I remain the same, the show will remain the same. And that's the thing. People can make fun of me all they want. They can make fun of my life, and you can judge me and all you want. But let me tell you something right now. You don't know me very well, and those of you that know me very well, I appreciate you guys and your support. The fact is, this is my heart, and this is change is very important in life, and sometimes we have to adapt, we evolve, or perish. We don't want to perish. And that's the thing. Adapt or evolve. And that's the thing. You evolve inside your heart. Evolve your heart, evolve your personality, evolve everything around you. When you see changes happening, you go with those changes or try to. You don't like the changes, sometimes say that's not for you. Step to another level somewhere else, and that's what I'm talking about. So that is all we have for the show today. Is about change, about how change is, and basically change is all around us, guys. All right, we saw a lot of things change this year, this summer. There was no Wellness Sea Festival, but the carnival. There was there was a, there was my second trip, but the first trip by myself, second trip overall to the Portuguese feast. I may consider going again next year, trying to make it all 4 days. It's because there's a lot of people there and all that, and I'm gonna try to get those days off because what's really tough about the reason why I take the days off that I usually do for the festival, because you want to rest your feet, you want to get, because you try to go if you go to work, you get out of 10 and all of a sudden your feet are tired for walking around. You gotta say, hey, it's like I want to go to the feast this year for all 4 days. Unfortunately, my feet get tired and it's like So I want to try to do that next year and go to the feast and see what happens, see what goes from there. Hope New Bedford does bring the festival back, but if they don't, it looks like I'm going to have a new Wellness City Festival in mind. That would be the Portuguese Feast. And am I going to go to the Spindle City Festival next year? Who knows? We'll see what happens and see how things work out. This is Eric Lima, and this is my video. This is the People's Lima, episode 148. title of this video is called Things Change. See ya. Be cool. Stay solid. God bless.